Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll show you how I made this miniature spice box in a 1:12 scale, which I have filled with some real spices. To make the box and the lid I'll be using this extra thin sheet of wood, which is around 1 mm thick and can be easily cut with scissors. First I drew a quick sketch of the box, which measures 3 by 2.5 centimeters. I cut out a rectangle, which will be the bottom of the box. Then I measure and cut a long strip that is 5 mm high for the walls of the box. Starting from the longer sides, I measure each section, placing it directly next to the bottom part without really using my ruler, because it's just quicker that way, and then I glue them to the bottom part and repeat the same process for the shorter sides. After the glue is dry, I smooth out the edges with my nail file. To make the inner bits, or walls if you want, I cut out again a long strip, this time measuring 4 mm, so 1 mm smaller than the external walls, and this is because these bits are placed on the bottom, which is 1 mm thick, so this way inner and outer walls align perfectly with each other. I then decided to paint the whole thing with acrylics, which was not my original plan, but only afterwards did I realize that this wooden shade would look a bit dull combined with the warm colors of the spices. Therefore, I went for this sort of greyish blue hue, so that all the reds and yellows and oranges will pop out a bit more against a cooler background. And of course, it would have been way easier to paint the pieces before assembling everything together. To make the lid, I cut out 2 more strips, 5 and 2 mm high, and for now I'm putting the smaller one aside, I'll be using it later. And once I have my 4 sections, to make the 45-degree angle cut on each corner, I use my cutting mat, which has the right lines, so again I don't have to measure anything with rulers or other tools. I glue the 4 pieces together, check that the lid aligns with the box so that I can still correct mistakes at this point, and then proceed with painting. I use a bit of plastic from food packaging to imitate the glass. For the writing, I printed with my laser printer the word spices backwards on a piece of baking paper and then transferred it by pressing hard the paper onto the wooden surface with the help of a blade. I then take the long thin strip I had put aside earlier on and cut out 4 more sections, which I glue under the lid to have a sort of extra edge. And I'm adding these 4 bits only now because if I did it before the transferring part, I would have smashed them when pressing the paper hard onto the lid. To join the lid and the box together, I didn't have hinges that were small enough and I didn't really want to make them myself, so I took a shortcut and used a small bit of cotton fabric glued with white glue, which allows the box to open and close nicely. For the clutch, which is absolutely fake, I used 2 bits of jewelry findings that I purchased at a miniature fair, paint them with brown alcohol ink to give a more antique look, and glue them, one onto the lid and the other one onto the bottom part. And the box is ready, time to fill it with spices. I took all the spices I could find in my kitchen and also some seeds from the garden. Lastly, to make the cinnamon sticks, I rolled out a thin snake of brown polymer clay, cut it into small sections and added a bit of brown pastel to give it that typical powdery look that real cinnamon has. And the project is done. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it and I'll see you next time. Bye!